and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Grab your Eagle Ray hard seltzer, because we're about to take a deep dive. Refreshment. Take a deep dive. Lemon, pineapple, passion fruit. Hard seltzer.
New taps of refreshment.
Get more value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime Bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime Bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Grab your Eagle Ray hard seltzer, because we're about to take a deep dive.
Eagle Ray hard seltzer.
New depth of refreshment.
Eagle Ray hard seltzer.
Take a deep dive.
Eagle Ray hard seltzer.
Lemon, pineapple, passion fruit.
Eagle Ray
Hard seltzer.
Eagle Ray hard seltzer.
New taps of refreshment.
Nice to be in orbit. Nice to be in orbit.
Hey guys, welcome to Sip and Chat. Morning. Right in the Sugar Factory. And yeah, it's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and we're looking forward to having a great show with you guys today. Hoping that you guys are in good spirits, feeling well, doing well. Shout out to all the sippers. Shout out to all the new listeners. Shout out to all the old faithfuls. And of course, the Kingsters and the King Club. Big up yourself one time. But of course, I am Azem, your host.
Yeah, shout out to Eagle Ray too. You know, they're here chilling with us.
And of course, I'm joined by the lovely lady you just heard, Jade Grenadita, CPL Matthew Stewart. I think it's Beyonce Johnson. Jade, how you doing?
I don't know, man.
Feeling heavy?
Feeling a little off today. But you know, the day's still young.
The day's still young.
Could get a lot worse or it could get a lot better.
We're working with better.
Yeah, we're going to work with better.
We're working with better. There is a lot happening, and sometimes things does kind of throw you off your game a little bit. But I'm sure we'll fix it. We get organized. We get it straight, Jade. No worry. Oh, your hug, yeah. I was supposed to give you like an uncomfortably long hug like about 2 weeks ago. I'll fix it.
You got to tell the people my life is shambles for so long.
I didn't say that.
No, that's what I mean, man. That's what I mean. When your friend tell you got to hug you for long, that means your life in shambles, by. Well, sad.
Sometimes you just need a hug.
Yeah, because your life is shambles. Okay, it happens to the best of us.
Oh, but I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix that.
You gonna fix my life though? You know?
The hug is the first step, Jade.
Man, I thought I had a whole plan, like a 3-point plan for a minister. Or it was 4 points.
He has 4 points.
And you only got a hug so far.
I mean,
I feel like I got to put my life in your hands, by.
No, but because to be honest, I want to believe my 1 point probably just as effective as the 4. The efficacy of my 1 point, I want to believe, is comparable. It's comparable. That's what I believe. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. So yeah, you're doing great, lovely. And
How are you?
me?
I hope you don't look how you. I hope you don't feel how you look.
How I look?
Quite blue.
Oh, whew, I was like, what, something in here, something on my face, like.
Why we keep doing this? It's getting kind of creepy, mega like you.
Okay, for those of you, like, I have had someone ask if we coordinate already, and I'm like, no,
No.
no, we do not. Yeah, you're kind of creepy for sure.
Yeah. It's getting a kind. It getting kind of weird, mega like not weird in a bad way. Just like
Yeah. We're in sync, Jade. It's synchronicity is what it's called, okay? Synchronicity.
Is that why you spend a lot of time with somebody?
That's one way it could develop. But sometimes the universe just brings things together the way it's supposed to be.
I believe you, friend.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you.
But I'm doing fine. I feel like there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Your
happening.
life, you're going through. Bye, all of us. Yeah, I don't know what one adult that ain't going through.
It's life, Jade. It's life.
You sure this is the life they wanted for us? Because this life, I feel like the life that I was selling to me, you know.
It's all about perspective, Jade. It's all about perspective. Like, even for me, I'm looking at it as like, I have about 3 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
About 3 more weeks before I get a...
True.
But at the end of the 3 weeks, the hope is that my bank account looks better than it does now. Right? That's one. And I'm able to handle some of my responsibilities that seem to be crushing me from above.
Yes.
But also, like, I relish the challenge, right? I relish having...
Yeah, this is your kind of thing.
Figuring out how to maneuver and balance and all of that. Because there's no way I'm not going to do it, right? So sometimes I look forward to figuring out how am I going to actually get everything I need to get done and done the way I want to get it done. And so, yeah, like, I make it a game in itself.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
I don't, like, I remember people being like, no, you have to feel it. I'm like, look, yeah, I could feel what you want to feel. What I need to do
You
is...
feel all of this, yeah? You want to drive me crazy?
No, man, like, I realize it's about perspective. Like, you know, there's some things where you feel real anxious about, maybe uneasy, uncomfortable about, up until the point where it's actually happening and you got to actually do it, and then it becomes like you're just kind of in the zone. That happened to me enough times where now it's like, when I start feeling the anxiety, I'm like, look, you can do what you got to do. Like, don't stress.
You don't have no choice, friend.
1 step at a time. And that 1 step at a time thing does really help me as well.
That is a fact.
Does really help me as well. Just, okay, what's the next thing?
What I got to deal with next? Let me just deal with this. Okay, what's next? Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Not the mood.
And then when you look, you're like, oh, it wasn't even as bad as I thought.
Yeah, that's always the case, you know. That's always the case. Most of the frightening things that I've done in my life, it's like at some point you realize, like, you're fearing what could be. It's not actually happening.
I think that only happened to me once, where I recognized that. No, it was.
Jade, I am convinced that most of the times, everybody, including yourself, when we have fear and anxiety, it's generally over the what could be. It's not always about. It's hardly ever about what's actually happening.
That's what I tell you. Only one time I feel like it was about what was happening.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah,
got
and
you.
I was childbirth by.
Oh, okay.
No, that was everything they said was correct.
Mm.
Correct.
Yeah, that is an experience by. And
Bye.
Yeah, you really got to.
You can for the first time, mums, you don't know what to expect and you can't gauge it.
Yeah, the funny thing for me too is that it is so different for different people, right?
Yeah, bye.
And even with persons, each time has its own unique vibe, right? So I know persons who would have said, my first child was
Easy. I just popped them out.
the second child, nothing was going right. It was bam bam bam. It was, and so like,
I feel like whatever happened the second time, it won't be easy. Because the first time was rough.
first time as well.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah. So I mean,
The only thing I miss from being pregnant is the weight I lose. But then again, it went back and more. Yeah, my first couple of months I was skinny.
well,
Yeah, I was losing weight. I was losing weight because one, I couldn't eat. Because every time I eat,
you're showing up.
yeah, man.
Mm.
But even before it got to that point, no, not lie. Yeah, during that first 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I was a slim thing.
Wow.
Yeah, bye. Then it went south.
Then the baby weight start to come back.
What?
Well, come on.
With a vengeance too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know.
Then I got skinny again.
After?
Yeah, which was very surprising because, well, no, I lie, it wasn't surprising because he had a lot of things happening at the same time during that time.
So the snapback was real?
Watch it, nothing make you lose weight like then I break up, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So then it's like that's how I know I got too skinny when my mother-in-law was like, Jade. Come on now. Jade and Granny just pulled me out one day by. She was like, let's whatever you're doing, stop.
Boy, big up those aunties and
Yeah,
mothers
yeah,
and yeah.
She wasn't playing that. She wasn't playing that at all.
Hey, let me tell you something. I know we're on the verge of Father's Day, but based on the conversation, I have to say big up to the moms.
Yeah.
Big up to the moms. I made a silent bet with myself that I wouldn't mention bigging up the moms this weekend, and look at it, we wait here again.
It kind of hard not to.
No, you can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Every day is a day to big up a mom. Bye, trust me.
The things they go through.
Bye.
Put their body through. Like yesterday, I saw that one of the, I think it was a Jamaican Olympic sprinter, American Olympic sprinter. She died during childbirth. I said, boy.
Yeah, it's definitely.
People don't understand. People don't understand that childbirth is like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know.
It's risky. It's definitely risky.
Yeah.
Definitely risky. And I think all of this is one of the reasons I feel general health is your only real way of trying to combat anything, you know. Like just having general health, so at least when something happened to you, or you end up in a situation that puts the body under stress, like it ain't a guarantee, but it gives you the best chance of you know, the desired outcome.
Yeah. I was so like finicky, right? with my only pregnancy. That I bought, you know, them baby heart monitors. I buy one. So I could listen to Jade and, you know, make sure we're chugging along together.
One thing the market is going to do is take our money by.
Buy? They did, and watch it. That was a piece of mine that I bought, and it helped. Being it helped. Sometimes I used to just let on and listen to him. Yeah.
Hey.
Sometimes you need to do them things. And then when I had to go to the hospital, I made it. This was probably one of the like most uncomfortable times in my life. Not because of what was happening, but because of who had to see it. So Cutie, you know Cutie was a doctor here. I mean Cutie's friend, so like he had to come and do like checks and he had to see me give birth. Oh my God.
You see, but
I felt better because he was there.
I about to say, like for me, like, I understand the initial, like, but I know, yeah. But I feel it's almost like I think there's be a thing with I feel better that I know you. Like I
Yeah.
feel better that like I consider you a friend and you consider me a friend. I feel like you will go above and beyond to make sure that I'm okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
exactly how I felt. So
Yeah.
besides the like weirdness, the awkwardness of it.
initial awkwardness, yeah.
The initial? No, it
It was
wasn't.
awkward all with you. You never got over it.
No, boy. Because he kept having to check me.
I understand. No, I guess.
So it's like, you know. But I was honestly very happy to say that he was there and everything went well. And now I have a almost 5-year-old just terrorizing my life daily.
Vibes.
Love it.
Nah. Big up to the doctors too.
Important people.
Indeed.
Important people. Yeah, because the doctors are y'all like until y'all in an emergency
You need them?
when you need them.
No man, custom when they need cussing and praising when they need praising. That's all it is. That's
Yeah,
all
man.
it is. Yeah. Both things can be true. You can sometimes be horrible and you can sometimes be great. Just look at me.
Which one you currently?
Great, Jade.
Okay, just make sure.
Overwhelmingly.
Yeah, man. Right now you're saving the world.
Well.
One shot at a time.
Alright. We'll see.
Ah, yes. Let me see what's going on in the world.
Yeah, let's see what's going on the interwebs.
Yeah. I know they keep you updated and because it has been completely tuned out.
Yeah. Jade, right now, I have no idea what's going on in the world, Jade.
I know.
No idea.
Praise the Lord for me.
Yes.
And the reading skills.
Yes. Yes. Indeed. Enlighten me, Jade.
Listen. So, remember that situation that we have yet to understand, the one with the Cameroonians?
Yes.
Okay. So there's an update.
Let's see if they stop lying now.
Oh, no, I mean about that part.
Oh, boy.
Now they're sticking to that whole
That's
story.
the theme. That's the theme. So I tell you, they're just trying to confuse it even more and more. Every couple of weeks, they're like, okay, let's add something else to confuse them. Let's add in something else to just get them a little off. Let me hear what happening now.
Okay, well,
One of them claims to be the Messiah?
no. Well, not yet.
Not yet.
We got time. So I
Yeah,
don't
next
know.
week. Maybe next week.
This week, though, the UNHCR grants Cameroonian detainees asylum seeker status.
So that's the United Nations HCR.
The United Nations High Commission for Refugees.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So 14 Cameroonian nationals who were being detained in St. Kitts and Nevis after being rescued at sea in March 2023 have received asylum seeker status from the United Nations High Commission of Refugees. The Ministry of National Security says the UNHCR granted this to the Cameroon nationals on June 8th, 2023. And according to the UNHCR's definition, an asylum seeker is someone who requests for sanctuary is yet to be processed. The ministry says, therefore, in addition to being protected against forced repatriation to their home country, the Cameroon nationals are entitled to continued humanitarian care while their asylum requests to UNHCR are being processed. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis will continue to collaborate closely with UNHCR and provide the Cameroon nations with necessary basic humanitarian services.
Where are they keeping these people? OTI? I don't know.
There's no OTA, by the way. I don't know, honestly. And then
No, seriously, I wonder where they're keeping them.
I have no idea. And
Because they keep saying base. One thing I realize they keep saying whenever we talk about them is that we're giving them basic humanitarian care. It's like we give them food and bread daily and a blanket.
Yeah.
We haven't washed the blanket since they've been here, but
That's where you get from this?
not just saying like I don't know what basic humanitarian care
Yeah, I don't
means.
know, you know.
I obviously have more faith in St. Kitts Nevis
Yeah,
than
we
treating
are a lot
them
better than
in
them,
that way. Yeah, of course.
Also, the Haitian immigrants were released to their Haitian community in it.
Which one are the Haitians now? Which one are the
I
Haitians?
don't remember which ones. I
They had Haitians that are now Nevis. They had Haitians that they caught on a boat said it was going.
Maybe it's all. I don't know. I saw it somewhere yesterday. I was reading it.
Yeah, because remember we were talking about we were discussing kind of what I think should happen with them, and so yeah, remember now.
Well, yeah. So they're now a part of the Haitian community in St. which I didn't even recognize was so big. That they had enough people to say, okay, release these people to me, and we will take care of them.
I don't think that's what going on. Jay.
That's what I read.
That's what
That's
you read?
literally what I read. Me never joking.
Well, no, I'm not. I know there's a Haitian community like that's. Like I know a few Haitians. I'm cool
Me
with a
too.
few Haitians.
But I just didn't recognize that there was such a big Haitian Haitian community like that. Ave, where art thou? Okay, so she would have
I mean, there are a few that I know who are
found it.
doing okay. So
Ready?
yeah, go ahead.
All right. So it says statements of updates re Haitian detainees. On February 2nd, 2023, 15 Haiti nationals arrived in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis after their boat malfunctioned in the area of Gallows Bay, Nevis. Since then, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis has kept their basic. Y'all keep saying this basic.
I tell you so, you know. I tell you so. You think it's jokers making? They make sure they put it in there, like.
But why would you? We assume that you would.
No, it ain't even about assumptions. But why is it that you have to constantly say that it's basic human needs? Like we don't expect you to like literally have them in Park or over Sundance Ridge or something. But I got it.
Satisfied and have provided them with health care. Having entered the country illegally at the time, they were routinely detained in a government facility. For humanitarian reasons, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis has taken the decision to release the Haitians from detention and into the care of the local Haitian community on June 10th, 2023.
June 10th, so it was like 4.5 months almost? 4.5 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Haitian community in the Federation has previously indicated as a collective that it is both ready and willing to fully accommodate its fellow countrymen and women. In order to strengthen the regional trust against human trafficking and illegal migration, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis will shortly revise and enhance the nation's law of unsame, as well as the procedures through which asylum is sought. It is imperative that our nation's legislation and laws are of caliber that prohibits the inadvertent establishment of sustenance of a haven-like environment for human traffickers and illegal migrants.
That last part reads very interesting to me. The last part reads very interesting. Because when you start talking about updating laws, then you have to, the laws are going to be written in accordance with what the goals are, the views are, what the perspectives are, right? So so that's what I was listening for. So when you start talking about we're not basically providing a safe haven for whatever, then it tells me that the tone, the mindset, the approach, the desire of the administration as it relates to how do we deal with matters like this moving forward is one of like, it seems as though what we're going to end up doing is really just classifying everybody as like not hostiles but undesirables and give us legal power to basically just give me that them, give me that, give me that.
Well,
Because and I'm going to be honest, it does feel as though especially early when we started talking about that particular situation, as well as even this whole Cameroonian, Portuguese, Venezuelan, situation that we had. it does feel a lot like there was a sense of like animosity and regret over the fact that we even got to deal with these people. Like just that's the tone of the conversation.
Yeah. But it
It
was
was
an
just-
inconvenience.
And it was just like, I don't know if I agree with that type of approach, right?
Because?
Because we're dealing with human beings,
Yeah.
and there must be a certain level of understanding before you judge, right? So the people that end up in these situations, a lot of times, they are trying to escape from something that is not really their doing. So it's not a matter that like, oh, I killed somebody and I'm trying to
Yeah, it's not really like a
like a lot of
criminal
times they're coming from places with very difficult socioeconomic situations, and what they're trying to do essentially is make a better life for themselves and their families. And so, as much as I agree that St. Kitts Nevis can't be seen as this place where just come,
Yes, where you have free reign.
and that there's no consequence. What I'm saying, the way in which we deal with these people, the way in which we speak about them, like it has to take into account the humanity, and that's the thing. That's why there's the constant reiteration that it's basic human, like basic. Just the tone and the way which we speak about these things tells me that it's almost like we resent the fact that we even got to treat them humanely.
The basic human thing threw me off for real because we have to mention. I think that would be an expectation. I mean, that's that
Expectation, yeah.
expectation. Sorry, I think everybody would expect that you treat them like people because they're people.
No, but I mean, again, even the way we speak about them ignores certain parts of their humanity and their situation.
Yeah.
And so, again, just the tone I get from a lot of people, not only just in the administration, but just even.
No, but
like,
it's Nevis people they want.
bear in
want
mind,
foreigners here.
bear in mind,
Not,
and it-
not that they don't want foreigners. They don't want certain foreigners here
Well-
because they have this weird stigma against Haitians and Africans and everybody because
I'm about to say, so if you're not,
everybody because I was about to rattle off a list there, but I was
if
like,
you're not,
oh,
yeah, the only ones who exempt are the white people.
not even all the time.
No, they don't. No, this type of
Ain't
stigma.
as bad. Ain't as bad.
No, they're not. No, they're seeing the expat. They even have a different name for them.
Oh yeah,
They
expats.
call expats.
Oh yeah.
They even have a different name for the white ones, Jade. When you say expat, you don't think Haitian.
No.
When you expat, you don't think Chinese people.
Nope.
When you expat, you're thinking
Students.
rich
Students and
white
white
people,
people.
rich white people that come and think.
Yeah, we got to do better.
Even
when
if
it comes to that.
and the thing is, even so, like even the way we view students, like people, children, they come here, like people come here to learn things, whatever. From the Caucasian ones to black and Indian is different. It's a different
Yeah,
view.
it's so crazy because everybody's students. Yeah, no, y'all gotta check y'all biases,
Right,
man.
right. So, not only that, especially coming from a place, the truth is we have more Kittians residing outside of the outside
We
of
do.
the borders
Yeah, we
than in
do.
the borders, and a lot of our people went somewhere, get stranded, and then come back. Now them is why I can go visit Christmas time, and them is why I begging to send clothes for Music Fest. Like, I could send something by you.
Machine packaging heavy.
So.
Nice.
I
You're
mean,
right, you're right.
we really need to address that, and I don't think that the way in which the administration speaks about these things is doing enough to kind of quell those biases. To me, it's kind of fueling it. Yeah, it's kind of fueling it. So, hopefully, we could mature on how we view and on how we speak about these topics. Again, it's not that I don't believe that there needs to be clear policy in terms of how we deal with situations like the ones we've been having, but also, not only that, I think it's important that we differentiate between persons. Like when I come in and to St. Kitts and I have to fill out the form, they ask you what is your status on board. Crew or passenger. Now, in my simple mind, the fact that I have to differentiate between my status on board means that there's different treatment for people on board, right? I think we need to look at that as well in these situations. If we are admitting that there's a human trafficking problem, then I think the way in which we deal with people who facilitate the trade, as opposed to the people who are basically human cargo, I think there needs to be a difference in how we deal with those two classes of people, right? If the issue is really to fight against, and that's the problem I'm having as well, like you're gonna say, oh, human trafficking is a serious issue in the Caribbean and we need to fix it. But then the people who seem to get the brunt of the attention and the vitriol and all of that is the people who
Were trafficked?
The people who are trafficked. And you barely hear any conversation surrounding the people who facilitate in the trade.
But I know we can't even find the man who was the captain of the boat.
Well, Jade, I told you, look at the
That man is out of here, man.
look at the Chuxi situation.
Oh yeah, that was wild. The man like a criminal, the man was kidnapped.
He get kidnapped, brought to Dominica. He end up in jail. Up to now, nothing about the captain. The captain just reversed and went back.
Now we're doing our job. Yeah, it's true. No, it's true.
So
It's true.
I think there needs to be a maturing of how we look at these situations. The way we talk about it, the way we just, that's the vibe of the whole situation and how we interact with it just gives me a very immature, and it doesn't, and it ignores nuance. Like, it's a very nuanced topic. So I think that's where my frustration will come with when I hear these things. It's not that I believe that we should just let everybody come here and, well, things bad where you come from, so come sink it.
No.
And then come and get all kind of thing. And the problem I have as well is, like, we always talk about, look at how people who come from overseas are treated compared to even locals. These are people who are coming with resources, and they get more resources laid out to them. It's easier for people from overseas to come here, get involved in big money developments, simply because of the color of your skin, simply because you ain't one of us, simply because we rather you make a lot of money than the people who look like me, because I know I see she used to run around the street and she pamper and she them kind of shoppiness they need to stop. But then look at it now, we even gonna treat people who don't have those advantages even worse, and then start talking about humane treatment. It's kind of like just the whole mentality to me just don't add up. They don't add up. We have people who come here, make millions of dollars with no money in their pocket. Big developments. All they put on the table is, Jade, you probably got the same amount of money in your pocket now as what they put to the development. And how much you got?
None.
Exactly. Exactly. My assumption was correct.
Yeah. You're on point.
Like that, and these things documented, Jade. People know they come here, they develop. But if I go now with a nice little idea, boom, you got to jump through teeth, like, you got to beg somebody, you got to hope that
you got a cabinet.
No, but I mean, a problem going cabinet, Jay. The problem is that, like, me can't reach cabinet. A man could come off the plane, jump off here, tell somebody, oh, I need a meeting with the Prime Minister. Call the secretary and go meet the Prime Minister. You send a message to the Prime Minister who you vote for, and you'll be waiting for however much months. You go to your representative, he in charge of whatever, a man come from whatever, need to go do something. He come in, talk to some man on post on the street. Hey, yeah, me I want to do this and this and this. Oh, for real? Let me see. Yeah, send it to my office. You vote for the same minister now. Boom.
Can't even get
3
WhatsApp.
months. Can't even. You're just unread. You're just unread. But that's the reality of we live in. That's how it is.
But that's a crazy place to be, because At the end of the day, if you say you're fighting for us, we need to feel it and see it.
Jade, I don't present.
Can't just be words.
Jade, I don't present so much ideas, so much programs, so much things. You just get ignored, Jade. And only to watch. Sometimes you see somebody come off a plane. Literally, I've seen it happen several times. Come off a plane, boom, go and meet cabinet. I never go present the cabinet yet.
I got all these good ideas, eh? Wasting them and saying kids. So let me go away, you know.
No, but we really need to adjust. And basically, what it says to me is our mindset, the way we approach things. Like it's gonna come out in how we act. It's gonna come out in how we act. And just the vibe of what we hear, and I don't really like it. I don't really like it.
Okay, let me see. Where we could go now? We're going to the BVI.
One of my favorite places.
Indeed.
We need to go Just Van Dyke and do like
And the Wawa.
what you call it, yeah. A remote show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tell you, let's start going.
We have listeners down there, right?
Right.
We have a lot. Look, the BVI is another Sinkits. It's another Sinkits. Everybody down there from Cairn.
Well, so I got to keep up with the local news.
Yeah, but yeah, the people who live outside of Sinkits, right? They get the news before us, yeah?
But you ain't telling me.
The news does go
Sometimes-
States and England and Dubai and so before you come back here.
Yeah, sometimes somebody messaged me, but I said, how you even know this? I didn't even know this.
Thing happen. Sometimes that
It just happened as them. How would they know before me?
just happen. When they tell you, it's a girl what going on by you. What you talking about? Can you look out your window? the person in Michigan.
Yeah.
The person in
But
Michigan.
it's wild. It's wild. I don't know how that doesn't get any news first.
Yeah, it's just skill.
But on point.
It's just skill.
But yeah, the Maynards appear for a plea charge today.
Who?
You know who is the Maynards? So remember that story with the premier and the two other people?
Yeah.
So the two other people.
Oh,
Yeah. See them?
that's the
The Maynards.
The Maynards would be she was the head of customs, it was? Or the port or something like that?
She was the head of something.
Yeah, and then the other one was her son, right?
Yes.
Mother and son.
Yeah, boy. Kadim Stephen Maynard,
They sent
aka
a woman,
Blacko.
they sent a woman in jail here the other day for helping out his son or whatever.
They did?
Yeah, somebody here. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Relax.
unfortunate.
Anybody who know about that, they send it to me.
That is unfortunate.
I said, what she was supposed to do? To know she's son to her?
This child.
Yeah. I mean, they send her a little jail, but you're glad, man. Girl, I got 2 months, man. I still catch him.
I know.
I think that's what it should be. It should be like, if like,
Mission completed.
no, this is it.
Successfully.
This is how I think those situations should go. And we're going back to the main ads. But I think, for instance, if a mother hides his son from the police, okay, miss, no problem. But when we finally catch the son, however long it was that we had to wait to catch the son, however much extra it was, will you go in jail for the same time? Let me
So it
understand.
was 6 months.
If you take us 6 months to catch your son because you didn't help us, no problem, you take us 6 months in jail. Yeah,
Oh, the man with his son. She only baby boy.
yeah.
She love she life.
No, but I mean, it's because I understand.
Yeah.
I tell you now, I know. This is the thing. Normally what happens is because you study all the time, and every time somebody come and tell you about your son, you say, oh, not he, not me son.
My child.
Not me
Not
child.
my child.
Just-
I raised him like that.
Whatever you turn around and you abuse all the person and all kind of thing. Then your child just stay here to start to terrorize people. Then when things get tense now and police come looking, you want to say you ain't ratting out your child. Well, I could understand you ratting out your child, yeah, but you got some culpability here.
Yeah, because this is your fault. You raised this little terrorist.
Yeah. And even if you're in your fault, like, you still...
You're hiding this little terrorist.
You're still hiding the little terrorist. So, yeah, you're gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay.
No,
So-
I like that.
Yeah, that's all.
I pray to God that Jade don't send me jail, but you know.
All we can do is do our best.
Yeah. That's a fact.
And I read a very interesting article the other day, but let's talk about the main ads.
All right, because mommy, how crazy it is when your son going in jail for drugs?
So who's supposed to tell? Who you think? Okay.
This is the mother fault.
Okay.
The mother had the position here. Yeah.
Okay.
You think
Okay.
like if you're the commissioner of police and your son committing crimes and you're helping him get away. Or if you use the commissioner of police and you introduce yourself to crime.
Yeah, I understand. I understand in that sense. Like I was saying, the dynamic I was talking about was usually when we start talking about families going, somebody end up taking the rap to allow the other one to either not do less time or not do any jail time at all.
So you're saying who's supposed to take the rap here?
Who's supposed to take the rap? Because usually it's like,
The son would take it. The son would usually take it.
and I don't understand that.
They don't make a
You know, it's only because he's the man.
Yeah.
But I like the dynamic you come with, like based on seniority.
Yeah. You got the more sense, yes or so. You got the most to lose, you got the more sense, you got the more
Well,
connections,
responsibility,
links.
responsibility.
Everything. I just your child.
I just imagine a conversation. Mom say, "I'm gonna take one for the team." Yeah.
Listen.
And mommy going, "Oh, go, but but you could do. You use the man. You could take time."
No time, listen here. You use the one bring me here, you tell me gonna protect me forever.
What if it's like this son introduced to the mom like?
No, she should go to jail still. Cause you're stupid. Well, your son introducing you to a life of crime with the position you got, and you just say, yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
The issue is that a lot of times when these things happen, people don't look at it as like, oh my God, I'm a criminal, you know. People look at it as like, Jade, when people out here taking the kickbacks and all kind of thing, you think they consider themselves criminal?
Sure.
They don't consider
And then
themselves
coming out
criminal.
and get some kind of speech, but oh, I'm so sorry for the decisions I made.
They don't doing that. Yeah, you know what people doing right now?
Oh.
Talking the truth. Ah, well, now I was going to do it too.
Well, and
Well, now I was going to do it too. Have you me?
remember who you always tell us that? Yeah.
And it was allegedly, like, I think there was a if. You all know, if I were to. I think that, and it was one of the Papa Bird. I think Papa Bird was the one who.
Yeah, the man said,
I
but
don't know.
if I was to, if it, I have the benefited.
Because he's a man of the people, Jade.
Yeah, as he should be.
Let's get back to the main ad. Say why you were going to
Yes, oh lad, we're jumping all over the place.
Tangents.
And I almost jumped to something else.
No, I want to hear about the main ad, true.
Okay. Let me see. So,
Not the convicts main ad
not
plan.
them, not them ones.
Not
Not the ones.
Not the contender and so.
Mr. Maynard, you can fix the water situation a little faster, please. The water going earlier now, which means the water situation getting worse.
Wow.
No pressure though. There are other things going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you could just move it up a little bit, Alice.
Mm-hmm.
So, Stephen Maynard, aka Blacker, and his mother, that is such a colorist name, right? Because you just got me Blacker.
I can't say anything because one of my best friends in Tortola, we would call him Blacks. Because he's extremely dark skinned.
Tusk.
No, but the difference between me and you is that I don't see black as anything but as a reference to skin color. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing they name Blacker. Like,
The reason in school why people used to call you that is because they used to be teasing you.
right, but I'm saying I am not.
Yeah.
I loved the black of the baby this with the juice.
Me too, them better for boys. Listen, if you're a dark skinned man, hit me up. It's light skinned man here for me.
Bye.
We saw all over the place today.
Yeah.
Okay. Olivine Pickering, she look like she named Olivine for sure. Oh dear.
Mingle, get me off, Jade. Continue the
She look like
sentence.
she named Olivine for sure. Are both expected to appear before Florida judge today. Today would have been the 12th? That would have been yesterday. To change their pleas to guilty in a drug trafficking and money laundering case. Former Premier Andrew Fahy remains remains the only one of the three defendants still fighting the charges and is expected to face trial next month. What do you think you're fighting them, sir?
Because he has a lot to lose, Jade. And I think, and again, you know my position on this case.
What?
That was all just a setup. He made it easy, but it was all just a setup.
That is why
I think, in other words, I think that his fight is going to be something along the lines of entrapment. He's probably going to accuse him of entrapment.
You could accuse them of what you want. Let me tell you something.
No, but entrapment will get you off here. If you could prove entrapment, then you got to let me go. Even though I do what you tell what I
I was
do.
about to say, but you is the reason that you were
No,
entrapped.
no, because there's a burden of responsibility on law enforcement to do things the right way.
True.
If you're seeing that you're doing, like for instance, if evidence,
Like to go back type of situation.
right, but then no, like how am I supposed to trust you if you not doing what you're supposed to do? So, for instance, if evidence didn't follow the proper protocol and so, well, so somebody in tamper with it. So,
Yeah.
whatever. So you got to show that, you got to show the evidence.
Yeah.
If all you got me is the gun, but guess what? When we went look for the gun, but the gun wasn't in a bag. It wasn't even where it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Then we look now, the gun got fingerprints of somebody who we didn't even know. Well, how we supposed to, like, show it a gun and then no young or nothing. Let me go.
But we're going to see. But the Maynards and 52-year-old Foy face 1 count each of conspiracy to import a controlled substance, conspiracy to engage in money laundering, and attempted money laundering. These men are right. Maybe it's because of me. But these charges, the way that does write these charges does really throw me off. Because conspiracy means that I was planning to, not that I did it. So you're locking me up for something that I was planning to do?
Yeah, we stop you.
But then, but ain't.
No, so they made it a crime, Jade. They made it a crime.
That's my point.
Yeah, they made it a crime.
We ain't do it yet, but I'm making it a crime. That's my point.
It's like attempted murder. You probably should go to jail for that.
No. I want to different either.
Like, you didn't actually get to murder me, but
Thankfully,
yeah, you still should pay some price for that.
somebody say you should be real shameful if you get locked up for attempted murder. Because you tried to kill me and him kill me and now you're going to jail. Amy says so.
That person probably needs to go see a therapist.
They want a complete 100% pass rate.
Yeah, no, they're definitely a perfectionist and probably need to recognize that sometimes it's okay to fail.
No, in these situations especially.
It's okay to fail sometimes.
Definitely. Well, bye. Olivia, my girl.
Well, they're changing their plea to guilty, so they're going to probably get sentenced in the next couple of months.
Yeah, they're probably going to get a later sentence then if they went to trial.
Yeah, but they don't. But the truth is, they don't. The reason they're going to do that. Do you want me to tell you what happened with that?
What?
They don't really want them there. Them they just get.
No, I know, you know.
Yeah, they just get caught up in the thing.
I
so.
said yesterday they probably offered them a plea deal so they could just
Yeah.
use them as witnesses.
And then turn
for
witness
the
against.
prosecutor.
Turn witness against the prosecution.
Them
look,
they about us.
if you all agree,
Thing.
if you agree to testify against Fai, then we'll be lenient with the sentencing, and of course, so you would have to plead guilty. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely about to sing. Well, so President Biden asked to pardon national hero Marcus Garvey.
We back here again.
You feel like it's every president that said the same thing?
Every president come, they ask the same one question.
I understand the man ain't even alive. How is I have to pardon him? They ain't even like the man alive, you know?
Jade, this is not gonna happen. Traditionally, when they pardon people post whatever that word is, I always have trouble pronouncing it.
Spell it.
Posthumous, whatever it
I
is.
said spell it in your sound in
Man,
man no listening. I
I am not going to spell a word and embarrass myself.
Me spell it correctly. Spell it enough so I could help you.
What word are talking about?
Yeah.
No, I could actually
You
just...
think when I go in Google, I just spell it correctly? I put in enough letters close enough to watch when it spell.
Exactly, I mean doing that live.
Oh, the problem is that you're live.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You could pronounce that? Exactly. Exactly. That word...
Posthumously.
Yeah.
Posthumously.
Yeah.
It means after the death of the originator.
Yes. So I literally does avoid using that word there. But anytime they pardon somebody that word,
Yeah.
it'll be like 400 years and so after. The Catholic Church just pardoned Galileo, must be like 10 years ago or 5 years ago. He dead since like 1600s.
Yeah, I gotta keep the man. I gotta keep the pan there.
He dead since like the 1600s, Jade. The man just walk out. Oh yeah. Socrates and all them man. All them man do is say the earth round. They say, oh my God!
Witch! A witch.
Burn at the stake!
Boy, them man with that. Listen, I tell you now, right? If we were born in them times, they would have killed me, you know? Then I definitely think I was a witch as him.
Yeah? Why?
As in me here currently green.
Your hair wasn't gonna be green back then, Jade.
Hello? As in that afraid me by.
The people that getting cooked now are the same people that was gonna be getting cooked. When I say getting cooked, I mean the people who like push convention. I don't see you as a conventional pusher.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just that's why you're really getting cooked for you and not doing things that weird in this
Oh,
time.
I thought so.
It's the people who just literally
Yeah, but
willing
they
to
just
push back against what the norm is.
But when it came to the witches, that man never used to partial. I think witches had it worse, you know. Well, there wasn't even witches. You just had to cook the wrong way they think you're a witch, you know.
Jade, woman make a little lemongrass and give it to she child.
Which? That's my point.
Miss Pray. Miss Pray. What bush you boiling?
What medicine you using?
That
The
is
bag of
medicine. That is medicine. Your doctor. Which?
I'm telling you. Well, just used to tell you which one ever. Yeah, your neighbors bite you? Your neighbor bite you with your husband? Which?
Yeah, because of course she had to entice him with her dark magic.
That's what I used to tell the town for you.
Well, Jade, if I get caught, that's what I tell my wife too. It's her dark magic. I had no powers. I didn't
Man
even
like
know what
I
I was
am,
doing.
Man like I.
And then I well know she done it like her. So she buy it because guess what? She divorced me and then do her.
That wasn't allowed.
So
she couldn't even do that.
So the best thing you could do is just get rid of the girl.
Okay, this nonsense, why?
Just get rid of the girl. And then what I do now is I show all the other young ladies who might be watching my husband and anything. You see what happened when you check my husband? Okay then. Poor husband there trying to figure out now, but
Hopefully she buy.
how far I got to get away from she?
Can she cook it? She what about me?
Oh boy.
Oh, you could just not bite your wife, but you know.
But read about the Marcus Garvey thing. I think a lot of people don't know about the situation.
That every president try to pardon him?
They don't try to pardon him, that's the problem.
Sorry, say that they're going to pardon
No,
him.
they
but
don't even
do
say
it.
that. They don't even say that. The family and supporters constantly petition the government, well, the president, because that's who could pardon people, to pardon Marcus Garvey. And mums, they'll be the word every single time.
Well, President Biden, if he could stay standing for long enough.
The man need to get here after the president chair.
But the man just a drop down all over the place, you know. Everywhere he go, he just a drop down. Anyway, I digress. Joseph R. Biden, I believe him, Joseph for Joe.
The R need to stand for rest. Take some rest. That's what the R stand for you. Rest.
The man ain't know what name, so. You see the super villains that trying to gang up to become president? I want him arrest. You're crazy. Well, sir, Joseph R. Biden is the latest United States president to be petitioned to pardon Marcus Mosiah Garvey, who is widely believed to have been convicted by U.S. authorities on trumped-up charges. Now we believe it, man. Now, yeah.
They done had the people in the FBI gonna come out and say, yeah, we make a parlor.
By the FBI, that's that kind of thing. That people will be like, well, you know.
No, I think some of the people in the case, like the retired case workers, don't come out and say, look, none of that was true. He was just getting too powerful. We was afraid of the message he was saying, and they tell us. See what you could do with it.
See a recipe for everybody, you know. You watched the Huey P. Newton movie? See a recipe for everybody, buddy.
Yeah.
Are you talking too much? Are you running the
Malcolm
truth a
X.
little too much? We're going to assassinate you.
The dude who was the Black Messiah, same thing.
The man ain't playing that boy. Well, the new attempt to get another, what the word here? To get a posthumous presidential pardon by Jamaica's first national hero is led by New York Congresswoman Yvette de Klerk, who has taken up where her Jamaican-born mother and former Congresswoman Una Clark left off. She is supported by 21 of her congressional colleagues who contend in a letter that evidence at their disposal points to an abundantly clear narrative that the case brought against Marcus Mosiah Garvey was not only fraudulent, but was marred by prosecutorial
Misconduct. Prosecutorial.
Yeah, prosecutorial and government misconduct.
Yep.
Corruption. June 21st this year marks the centenary of Garvey's controversial conviction. I feel like my tongue and my brain in sync today. Yeah. I don't know what's happening. I'm malfunctioning. Bear with me, please. On male fraud charges in the US. Since then, there has been numerous efforts and calls to have the conviction expunged and to have Garvey exonerated. Congressional efforts to secure a pardon were first made in 1987 by the Congressman John Conyers, who spearheaded a judiciary committee hearing on the trial. 1987 was a long time ago.
But he's been dead even longer.
And I still can't get this one. Listen.
People, I remember it was a big thing when Obama went in. It was like,
finally, a black man, he understand what?
Please.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So you go.
I am not hopeful.
Well, I am not either, because, you know.
And the reason is this, I think what would have to happen is there'd have to be something happening in the public space that kind of puts it on the to-do list of the president. So I think what persons who are looking for this need to do really is educate the public and get public support for it. Now, how do you do that in this day and age? Easy. Documentary. You do a documentary, you promote it, you do all the interviews, the boom boom bam. All of a sudden, everybody now can just be like, I can't believe they do that to Marcus Mosiah Garvey. What are they doing when they don't fix it, Lord? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then, of course, then
I'm like, oh my God, it was a travesty how they treated him. But we are here today to make the decisions of our past, whoever.
Correct the wrongs of the past.
Yeah, man, you know the speech. You know the speech.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
If you want somebody to go jail for something they did 25 years ago, right? 30 years ago, 40 years ago, just make a documentary about it. Then there'll be public outcry and all of a sudden, but it couldn't have happened for the last 40 years, person in jail. Poor R. Kelly and them documentaries by. Them they assault him. Them they assault him.
Well, here make documentaries.
And they even demonizing people after the death. Look at the Michael Jackson ones. They try to demonize you even after your death. Like, them documentaries and things powerful, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Everybody, look, I had known about Dahmer for how long? But you see, when that they came out,
everybody was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're eating people.
So this
I can't believe
happened.
you know, like you're eating these people?
Yeah.
You know, like you're eating these people?
Yeah.
And I just figured it's because I'm a big, like, serial killer buff. Enthusiast. I am. No. It's just fascinating because like, I never feel the urge. I've never felt the urge to eat nobody yet. So it's just fascinating that the man just decide, you know what? You know what, I'm snack on? These ladies ain't doing it. You like a good snack. Yeah. You see that the Unabomber died?
No. Well.
That was another one had them with
the Unabomber had people.
But yeah, the people from Gulf Chiba.
That man was so hoping, let me black.
No, one of yours, boy. Most serial killers is one of yours and I don't
the one who got us. I had to pull back a little bit was the DC sniper boy. The DC sniper, nobody could have convinced me the DC sniper was. That one there was another mystic one by.
Why are you in this? This is not our territory.
Yeah, this ain't our game they play field by.
No, surprisingly, there's a lot of black serial killers, eh? They're just less known.
Yeah. Yeah, even that day they treat us differently.
Yeah. You even want to get to shiny nothing. Not at all.
Man,
the DC sniper?
Man. The thing with the DC sniper was that everybody assumed that he was white and so when they find out he was black, they're like, look!
An anomaly.
And not only that, too, that story was a little strange because the little boy, like
But
his son,
the man,
or whatever it was his son or
No, it
nephew.
wasn't his son. The man wasn't related to him.
He wasn't related to the youngster?
No, he was not related to him. He just...
Training up a little killer?
Yeah, the man, like, you know, you got a father figure, so you just work out whether they into or into.
You ever read Dexter?
No, I've seen Dexter.
You've seen Dexter? You need to read. Reading the book is like
So
a whole...
measure to traumatize himself, yeah. More. I have real world things to
Dexter
read.
is such an amazing...
The man had the right concept, wrong execution. Like, I don't understand.
No, but I mean, it's the father, you know, like, the thing with Dexter is the father, you know. Everybody just think about Dexter, but the real thing that we need to examine about Dexter is the father. The father is the one that gave him the code, you know. The whole thing about Dexter that I think people overlook is the role of the father in Dexter's life. Recognizing that your son has this issue, right? Recognizing that you have a responsibility to try and manage the problems that your son have, and then being able to come up with something that at least allows you to fulfill your role as a father, which is raise up this person to be a positively contributing member of society. Like, even in this show, you know, Dexter working as a detective, he helping to solve other crimes, like, he only killing people who satisfy the code, by which really and truly means that he knows for a fact that you are guilty of some heinous crime.
Yeah, now you gotta get out of here.
Right? So like that whole dynamic of the father, I think, is really the story. You know, people look at Dexter because, oh, he's the one killing people, but the father really is the one who you need to examine, like, and take away from. Like, the father, that was crazy. That was crazy.
You think your father would have support you?
I have an answer in my head, but I probably shouldn't answer. And it's this thing live?
No, we're still live, man.
Okay, well, no, me answer it. I'm not going to answer either way.
All right.
He's a respectable man in society.
He is, quite so. And let's not tarnish that.
So nobody going to say, yeah.
The sunny inside thing by. Let me see what else we have here. Which story was this that I clicked on? I'm trying to get to a story particular that showed me off yesterday. I said, well, so I. Which one was it? Oh, Lord. The one sheet doing its own thing. The one sheet is doing its own thing.
No, yeah, that's happened. Technology.
Yes, technology.
Some AI horse.
You want to talk about Donald Trump? You care?
I think it's going to become more and more hard not to.
Okay, let's touch on it. So, yeah, they got more charges for the president.
This guy.
President nominee.
This guy. Wow.
So, Justice Department unseals Donald Trump indictment and reveals the charges against him. You see, sorry, I was reading so slowly because I remember when you see the picture of the bathroom with all the boxes. But the man, let's say the bathroom big like this. 3/4 of it is boxes with documents that he's supposed to have. Literally. The only thing visible is his sink and maybe his toilet.
Oh, I believe Donald Trump have like several bathrooms and he just choose which one to go to based on his mood. So that probably might have been the one that he liked the least. But it's crazy that this man just got all these things he's supposed to have. There's like classified documents and so.
In your bathroom.
It's true, like suppose they get wet.
What type of
Suppose they
key
get
and
wet.
caution?
Anybody take a shower in there, they damp, they get all moldy now.
When the bathroom your pipe burst and the water just...
Come on. When you're stealing confidential information, you have to be secured.
Especially from the government. My God.
There's definitely a
decorum.
miscalculation.
No decorum.
Yeah.
The historic federal indictment filed against former President Donald Trump was made public Friday, detailing the charges the former president is facing related to his handling of sensitive government records after leaving the White House. The 44-page indictment filed in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida alleges that Trump endeavored to obstruct the FBI and grand jury investigations and conceal retention and classified documents. The indictment names Walt Neuter, an aide to Trump who served as a White House valet, as a conspirator. A co-conspirator. All I do is back in the backyard and the Lord knowing things.
He helped him take out the box then?
Yeah.
You touch the box? Jail.
But suppose the man didn't know what was in the box.
You tell anybody anything? Jail.
But suppose the man didn't know what was in the box.
Trump tell you what was in the box? Of course he did. Jail. That's something Trump would do.
No, he definitely telling him.
Guess what I am stealing today?
Just so.
Yeah.
Just so. Well,
You want to see a pic of Bin Laden?
stupid. You stupid friend.
Bye.
The indictment lists 37 counts in all against Trump.
Let them go
31.
ahead. They're doing the wrong thing, you know.
What?
They need to let Trump win. DeSantis going to beat them. DeSantis is going to beat whoever.
Who was here?
DeSantis will beat whoever the Democrats want to put in there. I don't care who you bring.
The man they like Trump 2.0 by.
The only thing they could probably do is try to bring back Obama to save
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Because Trump, the only problem with Trump is that he's stupid, you know. The Santis ain't as stupid. Ain't as stupid.
I'm going to be honest, right? Like, with DeSantis, in other words, there's no party, political movement, candidate who I agree with on all their stances, right? But the Democrats, them wilding here. The Democrats, them wilding. Yes, the Republicans are a bit aggressive with their approach, right? And a lot of the things that they talk about lacks decorum. They're very uncouth, right?
They on a autopsy.
But I'm telling you, on a lot of topics, I agree with the Republicans here. On a lot of topics right now, I agree with the Republicans. And I just be like, it's almost like the Democratic Party is trying so much to play into, or at least seem as the party for the progressives, that they're pushing left way past where I'm comfortable. And I like, yeah. And the truth is, I think even in America, you're going to have balance. You're going to have parties that push things in one direction but pull in other ones. Push and pull until, you know, society just kind of
See one of the big
awkwardly moves down to improvement.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest problems with the Republicans is just the base. It's the base. God, them look so bad sometimes. Well, I mean, they don't help themselves, but you know.
Jade, that is a problem with all parties in every country, all over the world, Jade. The supporters there.
Because it's like the most unhinged people, right? Just be following you, you know, so your message is lost because, yeah, I might agree with what you're saying, but man, we only chance to be on the same side with these people here. Like, these people literally outside with swastikas and all kind of thing in front of Disneyland. This is your base. Get your camp under control. These men literally, I am so shocked that people didn't make a bigger deal out of the fact that these men went up in the White House. Not the White House.
Yeah, the Congress.
Yeah, boy. Cool, cam. The man was, that they look so ridiculous as him. Like, they were just doing anything. Because the man was claiming the wall next to steps and so. This is your, I can't agree with your base.
Yeah, but then people might end up turning around. Those same people will turn around and be like, but on the other side, you have people who running around all sorts of like unproven, otherworldly thoughts about the fact that we actually just here as spirits floating around on a body, and like some of the things that like people you could say, well, are probably supporters of The Democratic Party, some of them just as crazy as well.
No, yeah, they're unhinged. They're unhinged. There's a lot of unhinged people in the world. And right now, America look like World War III. Like that, they look like an apocalypse happening in the country. Bridges collapsing.
Yeah.
You see that crazy? What was I-97? Which bridge was that? They just collapsed.
Yes, yes.
A tanker blew up underneath I-95. A tanker blew up underneath it, and the bridge just,
Disintegrate? Wow.
So America looked like a complete apocalypse just happening every day, randomly. I right by.
I don't know, like it seemed like everywhere you look in, you see more and more these things. And part of me at one time was thinking, oh, it's just that everybody got cell phones now, and these are the type of things that we highlight and thing. But no, we're wilding. As a society,
Big time,
we're
bye.
wilding. As a species, we're wilding. Like we're getting.
As in my shot, we don't crash this. Many lying to you.
People
I
can't
thought
agree
COVID would
on,
have
people
done it.
can't agree on facts. People can like
Wild world we live in, friend. Wild. What going on?
and
here
I
with
wish more people with sense would push back against the people with no sense. Like
that? No, but people with no senses would just get the most attention.
and yeah, but you get the attention, but we should be able to call you out for the nonsense that you're doing.
Free speech, friend.
Yeah, no problem. You can have free speech, and then I'm free to abuse you afterwards.
No, that doesn't do it all the time. But
Yeah.
I think it's because of the thought that's been so unbelievable that it'll just be projected.
No, it's just that we're at a place now where feelings matter more than facts, right? So you don't tell anybody anything. Like, your son come last, I can't call tell me come last. Your son come last.
Some people, I feel like that was the case, but I think we're balancing back out now because I feel like we're getting back to where people calling out like nonsense regularly.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I think people need to understand that because I say something that offends you, I'm not oppressing you. Right? I don't support oppression. But offending people, like you have to risk offending people to communicate properly. Like, if me and you having a conversation, we have conversations here all the time, right? That's literally what we're coming here to do.
Yeah, bang me out.
In situations where you might have one view and I have one view, I am not intending to offend you. But in my quest to come to have a conversation, I may say something that offends you because you don't like it, or maybe I don't understand why you feel the way you feel. But I can't have a proper conversation without that risk being constant and evident. If I constantly try to like tiptoe around, we will never communicate. We'll never actually have a proper conversation. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
We'll never have a proper conversation. So, I mean, how do we figure, how do we figure that out? I don't know. Like,
Bye.
people just need to stop being so touchy.
Yeah, but everybody's sensitive. Very sensitive. We live in a very sensitive time.
And then
right
you
now.
could say what you want about DeSantis or whatever, and this is not me endorsing or supporting him. But I suspect he'll be able to walk.
He may walk.
The one nigga now, he can't keep up, right?
They need to stop having the people who are literally on the last leg of their life as presidents, okay? Don't make that.
Obama was relatively young.
Yeah, he was good. Then we had an orange man there, so which is in there doing any and everything.
But you have to understand, people thought Obama was the Antichrist, but what really happened was that Trump was the anti-Obama. That's really why he was here. Obama, young, black,
Smart, successful. Why they thought Obama was the Antichrist?
every president that come in is the Antichrist, right?
A lot
The
of
same guy
Antichrists.
who transitioned recently, he was one of the main ones constantly on his television program, bawling out how Obama is the Antichrist. And all these soccer.
The Christian queen that just dead?
Yeah. Yes. It was, I used to just watch him just to see like,
Evil to live long,
yep.
Evil to live long, by God. Oh, that man lives so long.
And don't tell me that, don't say that, you got a lot of people here who was huge fans.
Oh, yeah, telling me.
Send them money.
Yeah, telling me.
I know people personally, like some of them older people, when he was on anything back in the 90s, when
But
he
I
was on
couldn't
the
touch
heights.
the TV.
Touch TV and pat, but you gotta be crazy, boy.
The TV on, where was
13.
Where you call again?
TBN.
TBN. TBN. TBN was nightmarish, you know? Like, TBN was a nightmarish station, by.
Even though, like, I know people who TV stay on that, and don't get me wrong, there's some edifying and good things, but
Everybody on TBN creepy, you know?
TBN has become almost like a, it's almost like a HSN, the home shopping network.
Yeah.
Every show selling something. They're selling capsules that made from grapes from England, not England, from Israel. Like they're selling sand from Israel. Like everything, everything might go somebody, you got a particular person every time I go by them, the TBN. And I'll be like, what are they selling today? Oh no, this here is a rub, you rub it on your leg. Because it made from the olive oil and the Mount Sinai. And what happened is you rub it on your leg and you got a healing pop. You want all of that there for me? No.
Absolutely not.
They have to touch you, man.
Yeah, they're
Just
gonna
pray.
get, next thing you know,
Warm to prayer.
they're going to get a warm spit in a bottle. Well, yeah, warm to prayer.
Warm to
well,
prayer.
when did we stop praying and started buying? I thought the only thing that does work is prayer. How come now I got to buy it?
Yeah. Some of this, it's almost like the same thing MTV, but you can't find no music on MTV. Why not music?
I know, the man, how are they boxing?
Boxing and trying like
Trying
juice
drink
some
Genzo.
people and yeah.
Cheers. It's what time we live in. But I was telling you the charges against Trump. So he has 31 counts of willful retention.
My bad.
What were we going to say?
You didn't hear me, so that's good. Yeah.
They might close to you, you know.
Yeah, I'll go back, go watch it, replay.
Somebody tell me what I'm just saying. But 31 counts of willful retention of classified documents, 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice, 1 count of withholding a document or record, 1 count of corruptly concealing a document or record, 1 count of concealing a document in a this year I'm charges 5 times. Yeah, this year sound like 1 count of scheme to conceal. What do I even mean? They are plan to conceal? What is the mean?
Jade, they work out something and stick.
Bye. And 1 count of making false statements and representations. At least 4 of the charges carry a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison.
So they're saying you can spend up to 400 years?
At least 4. At least 4.
At least 400 years.
No. At least 4 of the charges carry 20 years in prison. Not all of them. At least 4. That's not 80.
That's only 4, you got more charges, Jade. So when you add up all the possible charges, they show you about 400 years you could get.
Yeah.
400 years, 400 years. Same
Well, you know.
philosophy.
Well, for people who wanted to know what was in the box, says the classified documents Trump stored in his boxes, including information regarding defense and weapons capabilities of both the United
Just in the house. Just in the house, cool enough.
countries.
Just in the house, relaxing.
But the man sick here. The man take up war documents, you know.
Jade,
And
weapons
God,
capability. Meaning.
The man know what these things could do, you know, and they just in the house. He know what they be and
No,
what
I
they
understand. Some was keeping them safe, Jade. Because the last place you're just probably looking to go look for
Definitely
classified
in the
documents.
Trump house.
In the bathroom?
No time.
And it probably like, even if somebody give you the hint and say, oh, Trump got the classified documents in his bathroom. He got 723 bathrooms. So where you going to like?
You're gonna
just give up.
Yeah,
You're gonna just give up.
Yeah, no, you're right. I see it.
Trump smart. Then you
Yeah.
didn't realize that.
United States nuclear programs, potential vulnerabilities of the United States and its allies to military attack.
Trump was planning to sell these here to Al Qaeda, man. Trump walk out by watch here. I could sell Google and Facebook just do it. I could sell this. You know how
Why
much?
would the man just got in the house?
Trump just walk out highest bidder. Highest bidder.
You were saying he was going to commit a little bit of espionage?
I ain't even explain that. They just like, yo, I got something you want it. Trump hustling.
No, friend.
Every day I'm hustling.
That is literally
Every day I'm
espionage.
hustling.
If you sell these classified documents to any country, friend, especially ones about weapons.
They hear the thing say weapons capability and vulnerabilities.
The man
could have sell that there to like, you're talking about supervillains? Trump might actually be a supervillain.
No, right.
I want to take over the world.
Yeah, you know, he might be the actual supervillain for Chubai. Well, sir. The unauthorized disclosure of these classified documents could put at risk the national security of the United States, foreign relations, the safety of the United States military, our human sources, and the continued viability of sensitive intelligence collection methods. Among 31 records relating to the national defense discovered at Mar-a-Lago were White House intelligence briefings from 2018 to 2020 related to foreign countries, documents concerning military capabilities of foreign countries and the U.S. A June 2020 document involving a foreign country's nuclear capabilities, an updated record about U.S. nuclear weaponry, and documents from October 2018 concerning the communications with another country's leader.
The question I have, right, is, they might know how much of these the Trump don't sell. Can't Trump obviously don't sell these.
Yeah, you think the man has got all of them in his back room?
Them is what left. Them is what left.
Them is what I find.
Trump must be just there saying, you sure you ain't want to take the
But
information?
Trump don't photocopy these. These the original, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine
don't
Trump there
photocopy
say,
these?
a man come in and say, yeah, Trump I want to attack New York. What you got for me? Trump say, oh, perfect, I have this. Yeah, boom, 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 boom,
I got
boom.
something in one
But
of these
guess
boxes.
what? Guess what? If you're going to attack New York, you might want to... You want me to train Canada? I'll train Canada for you for 50% off. Come on. 50%.
And you're making these nuclear weapons.
I'll tell you. You want to see the nuclear capabilities of Serbia? We got that. You sure you don't need that?
What in? The man had them all in him.
Honey, look, just for you, I'm going to work with you. You give me...
Yeah. No, I believe you, you know.
That's what kind of Jade. You cannot tell me that about Joe Biden mind.
Let me tell you what he had some of these documents, friend. Some was in his ballroom. He even has a ballroom in his house.
No, I'm telling you, Jade.
Thanks. Some was in his bathroom, a shower, an office space, his bedroom, and a storage room. The man was doing some late night reading.
Nobody could tell me Trump wasn't just planning to just get rich off of this information.
He allegedly showed classified documents to others. Don't you think he kept them for himself?
What do you think you're doing?
What you think you gonna have all of these for?
Yeah, you want to see something?
You want some gold?
You know, when they talk about being on an alien ship, watch this. What is? But you're not real. Maybe you didn't think you real? Flip. What this picture of me touching it?
Yo, this is the
That is
equivalent-
no Photoshop. This is all real. Okay.
But this is a man who is the president of a country. Yeah?
Not any country, Jade. The most powerful country in the US, in the world, sorry. The US. And I telling me democracy is supposed to stick around? Jade, this is why it does happen when anybody's allowed to vote, just because they name poor people.
And what happens when anybody's allowed to run?
Just because you have a passport. I tell you, Jade, the political system is crazy.
It is, because how I watch Trump on the side.
Jade,
This is the man.
if I want to go, right?
I'm not a big follower, you know.
If I want to go and clean the toilet, right?
You gotta have more
After school,
qualification.
I got to get more qualification than it take to run to be prime minister.
Yeah,
Do y'all ever thought about that?
they haven't.
If you want to literally go in the afternoons or in the mornings, whichever is preferable to you, and sweep the drain them in your community, you need more qualification than it take to be the prime minister. All you gotta do is just be a national.
That's all.
Not even a citizen.
Citizen and resident.
Yeah. And don't try to feel the guy in the passport, eh? Because that's the most important thing.
Yeah, no. The man would fight tooth and nail to remove the passport from you. Not fight tooth and nail to make sure you're competent to own the country.
The belief is that people would make the choice that is best in their best interest. Nope.
We've seen how that belief.
People voting because they get a case of beer and so. People voting because the party where you're running for won about 40 years ago. Somebody had come and sit down in your grandmother living room and tell her thanks to the juice.
Yeah, party loyalty.
And now for the next 40 years, all I voting for the party as well.
Better believe it. Better believe it. I can't stand up with the party. Hells and devils.
But the democracy is the way forward for the human race.
It's been working so well, friend, hasn't it?
Hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, miracles been happening all over the world.
Yeah, I realized they figured out what was going on with the statue that was crying it.
No, did they figure out what was going on with
The nun who wouldn't decay?
Yeah.
They dip in honey, I tell you.
No, they will figure out what was going on with what was that was giving them that multiplied?
I remember.
But the little biscuit them.
The wafers?
That's what I call.
Wafers?
Well, the wafers them multiplied. They didn't have enough at the beginning of the service.
By the end? Abundance.
Abundance.
What happening now? God just laying out in His will.
Well, a dead woman wakes up in a coffin at her own funeral. They say it's a miracle from God. If I wake up in a coffin, I bang it off, you know.
If you wake up in a coffin,
I didn't give no chance.
how much longer I'm going to be alive?
At my funeral, if I could hear I singing the songs them over me and so. And I know what's going on. I'm popping out the coffin and grabbing people.
No, what happens is, what might wake up is if one of them tear no man get the mic. Just hey.
I talked to her before that. What is? What is, man? Plug it up. Made him bad one. I change my mind.
Forget this. I change my mind.
Yeah. Wrap up this, because I clearly don't listen.
Try this again in 30 years, man. Lord, man. I can't do this.
Yeah, let half of these are there first, because I wailed it.
Where is something, Jade?
Nothing taken for sure.
Oh, great.
The funeral was overkill.
Yo, these people overdoing it with these.
I would think it's me waiting there. Mourners at the Ecuadorian wake were left stunned after their dead relative began banging on the inside of her coffin. But I say, hey! We're not up there. Bella Montoya, 76, regained consciousness during the vigil, which was held in the city of Babayoya on a Friday. Babayo. Okay.
So this is Africa, some place in Africa? Ecuador.
An incredible video shows medics tending to Montoya after her loved one realized she was still alive. She can be seen clearly breathing as she is removed from the casket and placed on a stretcher. Why are you laughing?
Because I am thinking about how this had to happen, Jade. So, the funeral going on, I balling. I realized, wait there. Sis look like she just moving. I'm studying that.
Maybe I see things.
Oh, but I really grieving, but I hallucinating now.
I tell you, the grief is too much.
Next thing, sir. Let me ask somebody else, because I look like Let me ask you a question. You look like... Look up there. Look like she just moving there. Yeah, almost looks so.
But maybe it's us.
No, the part that I can't understand is how is it that they would have called the medics, right? And when the medics come, she's still in the casket.
No, when I was
That's
reading
all
it,
I studying it. It's like something off here.
Maryland here, right? When I was
Something
reading
off.
it, the thought crossed my mind fast
Something
split
off.
second, and then I said, maybe.
Maybe what?
This is my logic. For the split second, I thought about it. Maybe one she relatives them.
Is that medic? So you
No,
just,
not Leo.
so you had a stretcher in the car. You just had a stretcher in the car because. Hey, hold on, let me come with a stretcher.
You know some people that carry the work
Let me
everywhere.
go.
They don't carry the work everywhere they go.
Something anyway about this stuff, Jay, they're faking these things.
And first of all, they did not say that. They saw her breathing while they recognized that she was alive.
Jay, they call the medic for a reason.
Because they hear her knocking on the casket.
That's my point. So she knock on the casket. You call the medic, and the medic is who going to take out?
No, they opened the caskets, but she was by me. No, by.
Now I'm telling you.
I watched the video, right? She did look still dead to me.
But Jay,
but she did breathing. She getting it though.
Jay, the point I'm making is, they say they call the medic's shop.
Maybe it's a small town medic next door. Maybe the funeral home next to the.
So you
yeah,
know,
it could be the funeral home literally next door behind the hospital.
Jade, so you waited till the medics come to be the ones to take out the casket and she
Yeah,
done.
because them man A1. Listen, you're just done. You was just dead, you know?
It was just
I understand how people would be apprehensive.
Jade, my loved one knocking on the casket.
So you're saying,
Me ain't got to wait for nobody to tell me.
even if they did just dead?
Jade, you hear what I'm saying? I'm bawling, right? And the casket. All I asking is, you hear that? Once the answer is yes, I got you. You coming out? Me waiting to me ain't calling a medic. Somebody's gonna call the medic. But wait till the medic come.
She done out.
But we done dancing and so.
But tell the man the movie walk up by. She literally just
Drinks done back in and so. What you talking like?
Man, no.
Me don't understand. This just seem like this just seem stage.
I tell you, I watched the video as them that
I know.
stage, man.
Jade.
I tell you, she looked dead and alive at the same time. Man, no, she did it.
All I am saying is, how is it that you call the medic
And they reach.
they reach and she's still there?
Yeah, no, I tell you, when I was reading it, right, in my head, I was like,
Not even a little drink of water, nothing like it.
Somebody said, you're talking about you're going to your family member. Somebody said, if you want them, that out the church. That out the church, why? That's the last straw. I tell you, if you did just that and you get up as him, man, how to feel about that.
So you run in the church and then call the medic, so the medic must go figure out if your loved one
Better
alive
you
still?
than me. You got the most training in this, you know?
A little explosive handle it. Next thing you break out your killer for you.
Next thing you try, maybe that's why too. Maybe they figure if they try and move her, she might have dead for sure. Because she didn't look dead and alive as him. Like, I need you to watch this video. I need you to watch this video for you to understand the situation that I was in. It was wild.
Okay, let's see. You got a lot of this thing fake. Talking about fake things.
What?
I started to believe that a fight after the Mayweather John Gotti fight was fake.
The man Justin lock up here.
No, Justin wasn't in the fight. Justin wasn't in the fight. That was a
Oh,
whole
I
different
mean,
thing.
the one with the actual...
The actual fight.
Oh, but
I believe that whole-
I see the man daughter on Instagram calling Mayweather daughter kind of animal and all kind of thing. I said, what? But yeah, no, she literally, I said, first of all, right? Maybe if you know, but Mayweather daughter got hands that she like stab people. So she probably ain't the best person for you to antagonize. I'm gonna lie to you. She kind of unhinged. Like, she kind of unhinged.
Jade, so this referee stopped the fight. That they had done signal to me that I want to be staged.
But everybody start
But
to-
then, Panda was like, but no, I need more. I need more. I need him to beat me up even more. And then, Jade, all of a sudden,
man just start to appear.
but you know what make me think like this thing ain't real?
Oh.
None of these men actually come in to me with the intention of hitting anybody. Like all of them just kind of come in and was like, I'm here.
But we don't see fight like that already.
No, Jade, we're talking about black people in the Money Mayweather team. Some of these men, right, is real. Do things, man. Yeah.
That's why maybe they work out the same time to
Do things, man. Just do things, Jade. That's why they call them do things, man.
Yes, but do things, man. There's
But
also something called time and place.
No, Jade, you have the do things, man, because they don't know about time and place. That's the whole point. The fact that we don't call them do things, man, is because they don't just do things. These man jumping, and it's like it was like choreographed, right? So one man don't walk out. Okay, I going over the rope, one man don't walk out. I coming in through the middle, and then you can come in through the bottom, but you're coming from this side over here, right? But when we go in, when just gonna rush up and push switches.
Maybe it was so at the beginning, but things get out of hand because I tell you, the man, whoever got to me, his daughter was on.
Yeah, Jade, this is just to keep the energy going. Then
Animal,
have a rematch.
Watch here, the girl, the out here, being wildly racist here.
Yeah, Jade, all that there to sweeten the pot.
I wanted after them fight.
That might be the next step.
They did after them fight.
If that happened, then I know this whole thing was staged.
Yeah.
If they plan a fight between Mayweather and Jangati daughter, then this whole thing was staged.
I know how much money under.
When you get a chance, go back and just watch the video again, right?
Sorry, I was more focused on the Jocelyn fight because that there.
You see, Justin take off his shoes to kick the girl in the head.
Bye, she banging the girl in the head with the shoe. Yeah. Justin, they just see random people and say, a woman, they just walking past?
No. Okay. There was one thing that I saw that I just was like, okay, this is ridiculous. You saw the part in the video where the security was trying to keep her and she just keeps slapping this one guy.
Oh, yeah. I said, bye, he headbutt she, right?
Headbutt what? If the man does flick up, ah, that's it. Cardiac arrest, Jade. Cardiac arrest.
She did well enough, bye.
The man bicep is the size of you.
Yeah, bye.
And the, one slap, bap, two slap, bap, three slap, bap. And the man just, I was just there
whatever
like,
superpower that she on, right?
he?
Take that day off the market, bye. We call that day, bye, because
Get out my way, get out my way, get out my way. Just hitting him, man. I
but
like.
Justin had about 12 assault charges yeah, in that one video, yeah.
Jade, all the man had to do was do this. And it's over for Justin.
Yeah, and he probably recognized that, so he was like, I ain't even doing this here. Yeah?
That's why I was so glad that he's so strong, because she probably ain't even feel them slap.
But she did body get
Because me would not even feel away if he just body slam her.
Yeah, all he needed was one quick headbutt. One quick headbutt by. And everything was over.
Oh my gosh.
A woman passing, she chawata. I mean,
like,
she not the woman. The woman chawata and she could. Like you chawata me. I mean, you hit me and then you vex because I chawata you. Me hit you back. I chawata you too. I was trying to cool you down. You're clearly a little too heated.
Yeah.
So you're just doing anything now. Okay with you.
But I couldn't understand. I didn't. She see the size of this man's neck.
Friend, unhinged people just do unhinged things all the time.
Well, they need to unhinge them. Because he told me he needed to just
You can't.
sink you and hinge for yourself.
Lord, not some man, lad.
Yes. Three slap, brap, brap, brap.
Bye.
And all the man doing is trying to save you, yeah. Doing his job. Yeah, like some man just come in and play fast. That the man's job. The reason he's there is to help to avoid these type of things. Brap, get out my way. Brap. I said get out my way.
No, she was well enough, bye.
Me mother.
She was well enough for sure.
Wow.
Like, the man couldn't even hold her back. She was like doing NFL more movers around the man them. Just to kick this girl in she face, you know? So,
To me, the girl was down on the ground. We had the long for sure, but.
yeah, she ain't, man, understand. Like she did just get up because maybe it's because she, like, titty one way. Here the next.
Oh, the girl was in the ground?
Yeah, but it's okay, that's going on with her.
I didn't realize what was going on with that. I just know he had somebody on the ground and Jocelyn was
Now what the full video, man.
on them.
I want the full video. So, you ever complain at your job? Like, you ever been at a job when you used to do this 9 to 5 thing? You ever complain?
Yeah.
What was the repercussion? Like, was there any?
Yeah, I've gotten letters written. They call it, you get right up. I get right up a couple times.
For complaining?
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Jade, I was working in the Ministry of Education. Yes.
Wow.
I complained because they got me, they're showing on the children them, but you get right up. Yeah, I got me teaching children integrated science who can't spell science because they have learning disabilities and I don't have the proper tools to be able to deal with those things. You get right up.
Talk too much. Talk too much, friend. Well, I know it was still never as bad as this. An Illinois worker finds 3 severed heads at his desk after job complaints.
What?
Yeah, I tell you, it wasn't as bad, man. He found 3 severed heads at his desk after job complaints.
Severed heads of what?
People friend.
What? No. No. He wasn't ready. He was what? This is Mexico now?
Chicago.
What?
Are you hear me say Illinois? You're talking about Mexico.
No, because it ain't.
Well, at first I was confused, as we all would be. Dale Wheatley tells people, my boss walked by and I asked, how we boss just walking by like, hey, see this? Them kind of people that worry me because what kind of awareness you have that you ain't see 3 heads on minutes?
I mean, it's not Halloween time. It's definitely not a prop.
My boss walked by and I asked him why the heads were at my desk. I mean, best person to ask anyway. I work at a Chicago company that distributes human body parts for medical research, says someone left 3 severed heads next to his desk in a macabre act of retaliation after he complained about the macabre. That's how macabre spelled?
It's English. It's English.
I hate this person. Why is spelled like that?
It's English, Jade.
It literally is spelled M-A-C-A-B-R-E.
Yeah.
This is why I can't feel Williams to feel how we feel about these words, you know. Can't wear any knives.
None of these, much things in English don't make sense.
Just got people feel like they can't read when I just out here putting unnecessary letters together.
It's probably French though, but continue.
Yeah. Act of retaliation after he complained about the conditions of donor bodies. Dale Wheatley, the transportation coordinator for the Anatomical Gift Association of Illinois, filed a police report after discovering the 3 disembodied heads sitting on a blue plastic storage tub by his desk. At first, I was confused. My boss walked by and I asked him why the heads were at my desk. He said they need to get back with their bodies so we can send them to the crematory.
So apparently this person, man,
But I know they need to go back to their bodies. Like, so, are you for real? The man ain't should knock on, so the man just was like, well.
Yeah, figure that out.
But just make sure you carry back. Make sure you carry back to the bodies and you're done.
That's it, die my desk, so that's that. Oh, yeah, as well, figure it out.
Wheatley said in his 5 years at the job, body parts had never been before placed by his desk and normally are kept in designated storage areas before he received them to deliver to medical schools for students to dissect and study. They are later collected, cremated, and the ashes are returned to families. I asked him why they were at my desk, Wheatley said, and he said, I don't know, Dale. There's a lot of strange things going on.
Well, Dale, I don't know. There seems to be a lot of strange things happening.
Look at where we work. This ain't the strangest thing I put in there.
Watch it, when you go to your boss, right, with anything, and your boss call you by your first name like that, your boss ain't taking you serious. Your boss ain't taking you serious. Boss, how am I supposed to walk in on the water again? Well, John.
I tell you what, I'm serious, right? The man saw a lot of weird things happening.
Seems like some strange things have been happening. And then I'm going back to my office.
I'm going to quit immediately. Immediately, resignation letter. Are you serious? This is your response to the fact that I found three heads on my desk.
Well, Dale.
Bruh. Oh my God, I am so seriously funny, man. Like, what kind of... Wild.
What a work environment. What a place to work.
Huh. He also said he found rolled up bunches of smoldering sage throughout the office. I'm trying to keep out the demons. I'm trying to keep out the demons. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, but this is hilarious to me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the best stories I've been in a long time.
So who is it? My thing is, who is the person who does like
Oh.
light up the stage? Who? They that's somebody's job description. I just like the random
Watch
person.
it, I
walking
post the probably there, like, me playing. Watch it, I ain't gonna be down here with these lots of dead body, you know. I let some stage there for me, please.
This is not what I thought it was when I applied for this job.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Which he interpreted as harassment. You interpreted it wrong. Demand them in a place where there's dead body parts and dead bodies daily. I agree with this age. He said, some cultures believe burning sage can help reduce negativity. So it's a problem.
Not that type of negativity though. The kind of negativity that exists in your body right now with no electricity, no head, no.
I think they were trying to say it's for warding off spirits, Whitney said. And I was the evil spirit, said the dead bodies. Well, you keep making yourself the main character here. Yes, it was your death. And yes, you found it a little weird. But sir, you're not the evil spirits. There are dead people around you. Well, you're not more concerned about this. Well, you're not more concerned about the fact that there's dead bodies all around him.
Because they're no longer just where he left them. They by his death. How they get here?
You want to know about that. You want to know about that.
My concern is how they get here, you know.
You're talking about sage and all kind of things. Maybe it was the evil spirit for you. The shocking experience with the heads followed a complaint by Wheatley last month that donated bodies were not being properly embalmed and stored as a result. Were subject to rotting and mold. Rats had chewed through storage bags and bitten cadavers' feet, according to his attorney, David Fish. And other degradation and decomposition made the bodies unusable or shortened the length of time they can be studied.
The body them spoil. The body spoil, so you just give them. So you know like when they think them about to spoil, you call the neighbor and give them a one to thing. So that's how it happen. The body's about to spoil, so you give Dale.
Dale eat people no?
Means to eat. Means the number eat here.
So you do with them?
Whatever Dale want to do with them.
Dale
You just never let a good body go to waste.
Dale wants them not to be on his desk. I think that's what Dale prefers.
Yeah, but that is a crazy way to deal with office tips. Like, that is a crazy way about it. Like.
As let me just say, you got some unhinged people in the world, you know.
It does.
And I feel like some unhinged people would be working in these kind of jobs. So.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll be safe out there, yeah? Yeah, I'll be safe out there.
Be safe and, you know.
Yeah, anything else you wanted us to touch on?
One more thing.
Okay.
It's somebody who's retiring. Part of our childhood is coming to an end again.
What happened, you know?
Wheel of Fortune host, Pat Sajak.
Oh, Pat Sajak.
Alex Trebek is
He's Jeopardy, yeah.
He alive still, right? I know he had cancer. He alive?
No, I think he passed.
You sure? Don't kill the man, you know?
I think so.
Well, Pat Sajak is retiring.
Wow.
He said it's been a wonderful ride.
But he has been doing that for quite some time, when they say.
Azem is the smallest man on the thing spinning the wheel. Since I was a child, he been spinning the wheel. I'm a full adult, surprisingly. He's still spinning the wheel. So, I think it's time, and he understands that it's time for him to, take a rest. All good things must come to an end. In a surprising move for fans, how are you surprised? The man 76 and I was surprised! 76 and I was surprised.
Let me tell you something, right? Once people got you in the box there, that's what you're supposed to do, yeah? Do it till you're dead. Don't try to feel you're going to do nothing else with your life, yeah?
I can't go on a vacation, jet ski, them kind of nice things and so where there's what, 76? I can't do none of that.
Sure.
Yeah. Jet ski and waterboard and,
Right?
all them nice things. Yes, the time has come. I've decided that our 41st season, which began in September, will be my last. It's been a wonderful ride, and I'll have more to say in the coming months. Many thanks to you all. Nothing else, it keep the clickbait sites busy, he added. Sajak has hosted Wheel since 1981. While resident Letter Turner, Vanna White, 66, joined the show a year later. These people have been on the show.
Yeah, they have become synonymous with the show. They are the ones that people know. It's like how do you watch the show without them?
Oh man, he died from pancreatic cancer for sure. Man, I know he had cancer.
That.
I didn't know he died. Man.
I remember that, yeah. But
Damn.
yeah. These are the people, like you say, part of our childhood, when you anti-turn it on, you can't turn the TV. So you got to watch these, man.
You know what time it is when you step home from school, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That day you're going to catch Maury, catch Jerry, catch one of the Judge show, or either Mathis or Judge Mathis, they call people crackheads, but anyway.
That one he was true.
You just a crackhead. Don't do nothing out the way you use a crackhead.
Yeah. I remember back in the day it was to be soaps. From about 10 o'clock till about 1 o'clock.
Then all the good shows, Walker, Texas Ranger, and to come on.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, there was some quality entertainment, eh?
Indeed.
That day, you step home from school, and you had to watch TV with your grandmother and so?
I remember at that time that thing had get really big.
What?
Passion.
Oh, I never was a passion person.
Neither me, but I remember you had to get really big.
My children used to watch home from school to watch that. I was supposed to be watching that, first of all. I don't know how our parents are watching Passions. Passions was like the love and hip hop of soaps.
Wow, that bad?
No, it was bad, man. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah.
Hey, well, congratulations.
For a long life.
Right? And
Maui alive, right? Yeah, Maui still doing things.
And congratulations to them, and of course, it's just the legacy submitted. These people, their legacy submitted. They have been involved in media for so much years. To be on TV so often like that is not easy.
41 years, boy.
41 years, that is not easy. That's a huge feat.
Yeah.
So kudos to him and to the rest of his team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. But Jade, we gotta leave, we gotta go, we gotta disembark, we gotta disappear, we gotta vanish.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here, no?
Let the people know you ain't gonna be here for the rest of the week. Now have some manners, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be bouncing out, guys. I got some stuff I need to handle, and
I have some guest hosts coming in. Tomorrow we have Mono.
yeah, so stay tuned because the show is definitely gonna be...
Oh, it's gonna be a time tomorrow, boy. Lord have mercy. Tomorrow gonna be so unserious here funny.
It's gonna be different, yeah. So stay tuned, make sure you support the show, make sure you support everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Send your comments, send the links out to your friends, let people know all that.
If y'all need any relationship from Mono, send me a WhatsApp with your question. Yeah.
Hey, it's an opportunity. You might want to take it, who knows?
Yeah, no, he might fix the relationship.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
He does be fixing relationships on WhatsApp
all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Well, guys, yes. So I'm hoping you guys have a great day. I hope a good rest of the week and remain productive. To the sippers, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Those of you who logged on YouTube, Facebook, any of the other digital media platforms, big up yourself. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all of those good things as well. So people know where to find us and that we can find you. Right? And of course, guys, you'll be remiss of me to leave without first saying, spend more time living your content and posting it. And of course, remember you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See ya.